Hi guys, today's video is all about fruity perfumes. If you watch my channel, you know that I am not really into fruity perfumes. However, today's list is a kind of fruity that I'm vibing with. I normally find fruity perfumes very tart and punchy, so I'm not really talking about those kind of perfumes. Instead, I'm gonna talk about perfumes that has elegance and sophistication in them. So if you're like me, who's not really into punchy, fruity perfumes, then you might find this video interesting. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Joanna and I do reviews and recommendations of affordable and luxury fragrances in my channel. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, then please keep watching and consider subscribing. First fruity perfume in today's video is Fig Dominant. And guys, I'm gonna show you like the most beautiful, luxurious and opulent bottle that I have in my collection. This is from Agatho Parfums and this is called 195 AC. I discovered their brand when I was in Aix last March. When I was passing by their booth, I saw their bottles and I was just astonished by how beautiful their bottles are. I know it already looked beautiful in camera, but trust me guys, once you manage to have a feel of it, or for those of you who owned an Agatho perfume, you know what I'm talking about. You will really feel like you are holding a piece of art when you hold this bottle. I actually unboxed this fragrance in my Instagram because the whole packaging is just luxury wow factor. But anyway, this brand is from Naples, Italy. And now let's just talk about the scent. This is basically a fig dominant fragrance. I know that there's a lot of fig fragrances out there and I have tried a lot of them as well. But I'm telling you guys, I feel like this is the most luxurious fig fragrance that I've ever tried. There is something in this fragrance that is just opulent. It is class in a bottle. The fig that is in here is so juicy and fresh. It has that cooling tea note in it and at the same time some spiced incense that just smells absolutely divine. It also has cardamom and styrax, so it added to that spice factor of this fragrance. This to me smells like not just a freshly cut fig, but also a lot of greenness that is coming from the fig leaf. It's the perfect example of a sophisticated fruity scent, perfect for spring and summer. And if I can think of a perfume that is similar to this one, it will be Parisian Musk, but make it like more spicy. And by the way, don't be scared if I tell you that it is spicy, because it is not the kind of spicy that is suitable for winter or fall. This is a kind of spicy fig that is perfect to use this summertime. And I'm telling you guys, when it comes to longevity and projection, it definitely lasts on me more than 10 hours. And it projects, let's say first 2 hours is like beast mode until like it slowly becomes moderate. This for me is the best fig fragrance that I've ever tried so far, and I highly recommend it to you guys. It is a unisex fragrance. This bottle has been kindly gifted to me. However, I won't be able to provide you any discount codes. So if ever you're looking for that perfect luxurious fig fragrance to add in your collection, I highly recommend you checking out 195 AC by Agatho Parfums. Next up, what is summer without any coconut dominant perfume, right? So I cannot choose just one. So I have here two, because one is affordable and one is a little bit pricey. So I'm gonna start off with the affordable one, and I'm gonna talk about my favorite Middle Eastern perfume discovery so far, and this is Musamam White Intense. And You know how much I love this one. This to me starts off very tropical because of the ylang ylang and some white floral notes in here. And at the same time, it is citrusy as well. So basically, you're gonna feel refreshed. But then, as it dries down, the creamy sandalwood and coconut takes over, and then you'll just be enveloped with that creamy coconut that is so cozy, along with that soft and beautiful sandalwood and musk as well. I absolutely love this scent. I used this last Sunday for Mother's Day here in Portugal. It was my scent of the day just because I'm really vibing with this fragrance. To me, this smells elegant and sophisticated, perfect for daily use in my opinion. This is a kind of coconut dominant fragrance that is perfect to use all year round, but will perform best in spring and summertime. If you haven't tried this, I highly recommend you checking this one out, especially if you are into creamy sandalwood and coconut. You're gonna love this one. Very feminine, very elegant coconut and sandalwood Middle Eastern perfume that is very affordable as well. That is Musamam White Intense by Lattafa. Now, the other coconut perfume that I am really vibing with is Ylang in Gold Nectar. Basically, this is highly concentrated Ylang in Gold by Micallef. And you guys, this to me is the smell of a bronze goddess. This is a coconut dominant fragrance that is perfect to use in special occasion. It is such an oriental and hypnotic coconut and ylang ylang vanilla combo that is just classic and timeless. This is a kind of fragrance that I will wear if I have to attend any special occasion by the beach. There's a reason why you hear a lot of people talk about Ylang in Gold during spring and summer. I've tried a lot of tropical and coconut vanilla combo out there, but nothing beats Ylang in Gold, specifically Nectar, when it comes to the luxury feel that it gives. I chose Ylang in Gold Nectar just because for me, it worked better than the original one. I find the original one smelling too medicinal on my skin, and also it's a bit lacking when it comes to longevity. However, with the Nectar one, I get what I wanted. This on me lasts around 6 to 8 hours with moderate projection. Definitely bougie and fitting in today's category. Ylang in Gold Nectar by Micallef for that luxurious coconut fragrance this spring and summertime. Right, next up, let's talk about mango. A lot of brands are releasing their own version of mango scent. To be honest, guys, when I went to Exxon's, I've tried so many mango fragrances, okay? And I couldn't find like the one for me. Not until this very inexpensive bottle from Lattafa, and this is called Ajayeb Dubai Portrait. And yes, this is my pick for that luxurious mango feel. This is your citrusy mango that is packed up with the woodiness of oud and sandalwood in the base. A lot of you didn't like this fragrance and complained that it is leaning more masculine, and I feel you, okay? Because this is definitely a unisex fragrance. There is something about the oud, sandalwood, musk, and amber in the base that will kind of pull through very woody on some people. But the thing is that I love woody scents. Like woody scent profile is my jam. So this one is a big hit for me. This is my favorite mango scent that I've tried so far. And this has depth. This has a creamy sandalwood. It has the perfect touch of mango because you know that it's there. It's not green. It's not overripe. You won't smell like a mango shake. The mango scent is just there for you to know that this is a mango dominant fragrance. However, it's not overpowering. It is very well balanced with the woodiness that is coming from the clean oud and the creamy sandalwood in here. I definitely recommend you guys Ajayeb Dubai Portrait. If you're like me, who's into woody and unisex scents, for me, this is a very luxurious smelling mango scent that I will definitely be using this spring and summertime. And when it comes to longevity and projection, I notice now that I have it for quite some time, it's not really beastly when it comes to projection, but it lasts long on my clothes. So once again, for this fragrance, you have to overspray your clothes to really project. Still guys, it gives me just like the perfect amount of sillage that I wanted for the day. Yeah, highly recommend Ajayeb Dubai Portrait by Lattafa if you're looking for a luxurious mango scent. Next up, let's talk about Apricot. For me, I will always prefer Apricot over peaches because I feel like Apricot always has more creaminess than tartness in it. And my choice for today's luxurious Apricot fragrance is Amouage Sunshine Woman. And if you know my channel, this is one of my top 10 for life because I just love this one. This to me smells like lightly smoked apricot soaked in almond milk with vanilla essence. It is creamy and fruity, but it's not overly creamy and overly fruity. This fragrance gives me chic vibe every time I'm wearing it. I think probably because it's Amouage, because Amouage is a brand that has soul in it, that every time you wear any of their fragrance, you'll just instantly feel elegant. That's how I feel about Sunshine Women. This is not overly complicated fragrance. It is just creamy and fruity, but that white tobacco in it just makes this one so special. I haven't really seen white tobacco note in perfumes, and I think it is just done so well in this fragrance to give you that superior feeling, even if you know that you are wearing a fruity scent. I love this fragrance, and yeah, to me this is like my kind of fruity scent as well. So highly recommend if you are looking for an apricot dominant fragrance that smells bougie. Yeah, that is Sunshine Woman by Amouage. Oh, and by the way, when it comes to longevity and projection, at least on me, this lasts around 6 to 8 hours, eternal on clothes with moderate projection. Right, next up is pineapple, because we have to talk about pineapple, right? This summertime. And I have here two choices for you guys. One is affordable, and this is from Haramain, and this is called La Venture Femme. And basically, this is a dupe of Aventus Creed for her. And if you're not yet familiar with that, basically this is just your fresh and smoked pineapple laying on some cedar woods. This to me is another unisex scent that is leaning a little bit more on the masculine side. So once again, you must be into unisex fragrance in order to appreciate this, or basically you must be really into Creed Aventus for her to appreciate this fragrance. To me, this just performs so good under the heat. It is a real banger, in my opinion, from the Middle Eastern world, because this smells luxurious, guys. And if you've tried this fragrance, you love it, you know what I'm talking about. There is something in here as well that smells superior. It is pineapple-y. However, I don't know, every time I wear it, I am getting that boss babe vibe as well. Highly recommend this, guys. When it comes to longevity and projection, this is amazing. Lasts more than 8+ hours, and it sits well on skin when it's hot and humid outside. I highly recommend you checking this one out. La Venture Femme by Haramain. And now I also have a bougie option of a pineapple dominant fragrance, and this is Lamar by Kajal. I know I'm a bit late about this because I've only tried Kajal perfumes in Exans last March because I couldn't find any Kajal samples online here in Portugal. So when I finally tried them in Exans, guys, I was so thrilled. In my opinion, they do the most luxurious smelling fruity scents. I don't know how they do it, but there's something about their fragrance. Their fragrances have soul. It's the same like how I feel with Amouage and Agatho as well. They have soul in them. And this Lamar, guys, oh my God, definitely beautiful. Aside from a dominant pineapple note, this has a very dominant rose and saffron in it as well. Even though saffron is not listed in Fragrantica, I am getting saffron vibe from this fragrance. Hence, to me, it smells very luxurious. This to me is giving off Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe. So just a vibe. So imagine Baccarat Rouge 540 with pineapple and rose blended into perfection, and then you're gonna get Lamar. It is absolutely beautiful. The pineapple, apple, and red berries notes in here are done so well to the point that in the end, it smells very creamy to me. So imagine like a very creamy pineapple with oriental touches coming from the rose and saffron. This is definitely on my wish list. Highly recommend Lamar by Kajal if you have a budget. And last but not the least is passion fruit. I noticed that I'm loving passion fruit in fragrances as well. However, it's hard for me to find a passion fruit that is a big love when it comes to summer vibes. So my pick will be Aican by Kajal. This is their newest release as well, and I've tried this one when I was in Exans, and guys, I was just blown away with this fragrance. This to me is very fruity. However, it doesn't give off that herba pura vibe, okay? Actually, none of the perfumes that I'm talking about today are giving off herba pura vibe. This to me is very citrusy, punchy, pineapple and passion fruit combo that is just invigorating. It has ginger note in it as well. At the same time, black pepper. It is grounded with praline, sandalwood, musk, vanilla, and vetiver. This as well is on my wish list. I feel like this to me is a must this summertime. I really fell in love with it. This is one of my best discoveries this year so far. In my opinion, this is very luxurious smelling passion fruit and pineapple combo that is very unique as well. I will highly recommend if you manage to find it where you live, get a decant. And I'm telling you, if you are into sophisticated and luxurious type of fruity scents, this is a perfect example of it as well. And when it comes to longevity and protection, by the way, these two Kajal perfumes definitely performs and lasts on skin and clothes more than 8+ hours. So highly recommend, and I find these two very unisex as well. So that wraps up my bougie smelling fruity perfume recommendations. I want to know, how did you find it? Have you tried any of the perfumes that I talked about, or do you have any suggestion that will fit in this category? Please write me in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next one. Bye guys.